Hello Spider Peeps. Well, hey, if you've seen the thumbnail, you know I'm going to be talking about noisy crickets today. In fact, I'm going to be talking about 3 of them, but not really this one. This is a 3D print. Pretty cool, isn't it? You can watch at the end and watch me printing this out. But no, this is something that I've wanted for a long time. But actually, I've wanted one of these noisy crickets for even longer. I read about this a while ago, where it's a little sound device that sounds like a cricket. When I originally read about them, you built several of these and you left them round about in the garden or in the house, and every so often they chirp like a noisy cricket does. But the real cool thing about the thing that I saw is that they listened to each other, and when one chirped, the other started chirping. But then as soon as someone made a sound, it all stopped. Anyway, these aren't ones like this, but these were bought off AliExpress, so they weren't too expensive. I actually bought 3 of these. So let's have a look at this. So as usual, one of these teeny little bags. Oh, and some toys battery. Yeah. So this is a little bit of tape where you can use to secrete one of these about. And it comes with a coin cell, 2032, of course, the best flavour of coin cells, but don't eat them. And the board, which is, yeah. So for as cheap as this, the boards weren't going to be finished nicely, were they? All right, quite a pretty board, just looking at it. Let's see what it's got on it. It's interesting that they've got some instructions as well, but yeah, so let's zoom in on this board a little bit more for you. Okay, so interesting gold contacts on this coin cell holder. Don't seem to remember seeing one of those before. We've got a little on and off switch. Looks like there's some kind of little don't know what that is, make a sound switch or something like that, and then you've got a plus and a minus there, so maybe we can power them off USB or off something else, not sure. And then the big sounder, and you've got a teeny little capacitor there, and I'm assuming that, oh actually no, underneath the sounder I can just see what's probably an 8-pin microcontroller under there. That's interesting. Can I see any J tags on it? None that are obvious, unless you can somehow program through this over here. I don't know. So let's pop this battery in and see what it does. So these are always slightly confusing, which is the best way to put it in. Never quite sure with these batteries whether what's the top or the bottom. What's that little sign there? Can't really see it. Let's have a resort to the instructions. Please put the battery on the device, same as below picture. All right, stick double-sided adhesive face on the back of the device. Turn the switch to be on, then wait the prank sound. Right, so we need to see the writing on the cell. I was slightly confused with these ones. It's always a bit dodgy putting them in. I don't want to break anything. I think I'm going to... Oh! Oh, I do love jumping on this channel, don't I? Right, so it definitely makes a sound like a cricket. Let's pop it in there. Push that. All right, so I think that's it. It was turned on. That was why I was playing with it. Could have been well dangerous turning this on, plugging the power in while it was turned on. I could have been rendered upon my buttocks in an ungentlemanly fashion there, but maybe not from a 2032 cell. So can I push that? I've turned it off now. So let's turn it on and we should hear a cricket-like sound. Well, just a bit. All right. I mean, I assume that sounds like a cricket. And then the instructions said push the button to change the sound. Well, that sounds more like a cricket. Oh, that sounds like a... I don't know what that sounds like. Washing machine finishing. That seems to do nothing. Okay, that's not really changing the sounds now. Hopefully you were able to hear that. Oh, there you go. Beep, beep, beep. Just in case you can't hear that, I'm going to get my microphone and just put it there. Right, there's my microphone. Just to see whether that improves the sound anymore, just in case it's not being picked up. That's just the beep. It doesn't seem to do anything for a while. There's a single chirp. And there's a double chirp. So hopefully you guys can hear that. Let's mic myself up again. Alright, so quite a cool little device, and it just makes a noise just silently enough to sound like you have got a little beastie in the house. Of course, the idea is you stick that on somewhere and then you go and hide this and leave it somewhere. I mean, it would be a fun thing to do at work, but I've got a few people at work who watch this. So I better not do it because they'll all know it's me. But yeah, what could you do? You could sneak one in a pocket of someone's bag, stick them to the underside of a table, or pop it into someone's pocket if you could. Would go in a purse, wouldn't it? But maybe it wouldn't go in a wallet. A bit too fat. You'd know if someone had snuck one of those in your Ridge wallet, wouldn't you? Not sponsored. I'm just going to leave this there. In fact, let's turn it off and on. And I'm just going to leave it. Now, what time are we at now in the recording? So 9 minutes 48 seconds. So let's see how long it takes for that one to make a noise. But I've got another one. Not this one. This one's a bit less stealth. I think the cool thing about this is that you can't really tell what it is. But then that means that people might think it's a bug or something and you'll get done for espionage. This is a different one. This is, oh, let's just zoom in so you can see that. This is You Have Been Joked sound joke. Yeah, a lot of sticky tape on the back of that. This looks like a vacuum formed cover. And this stickiness, that hides it. It looks like there's quite a lot of stuff in this. This is bigger than the other one. I've got no spare batteries in this. It will beeping every 3 to 10 minutes. Press button to actively make a beep. Hide it somewhere very strategic. Prepare for confusion and expletives in 1 hour. Then it'll be turned off. It's quite a game, isn't it? Let the prankie find the device or remove it, then go find the next target. Let's turn it on. What does it do? Oh, that's not as good as sound. That light went hee. Oh. Oh, that was that one. All right, what's the time on that? 11 minutes 45. So this one beeped after about. All right, so this one is, this just seems less subtle. Let's see what's in it, because it's so hot. This is all peeling. We've got a heat wave in the UK at the moment. So it is very, very warm. I'm amazed I'm not sweating. All right, so this is a different construction. Look at this, look at the difference. This is not subtle. It's got a much bigger speaker. Three sets of cells, but I mean, if they're 1.5 volt cells, that's probably why there's 3. Got the single chip again, and then the button and the on and off. So, oh, and then what's that? Oh, a little squidgy thing. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what this microprocessor was. There's no JTAGs on that, although it looks like you might be able to get to various pins on that. It would be interesting to see what that was, but that's probably beyond me. Can we see the microprocessor there? All right, so yeah, 2 little devices. I think if you hid these in a room, I don't like the way that this will turn off after a while. That's not as much fun. But the idea is they make a sound so infrequently that people don't have time to find them, and that's the idea of them. Yeah, but I don't like this. I don't like that. I think this is much more subtle, just to leave somewhere, and it uses the best battery, the king of batteries, the queen of batteries. All right, hope you enjoyed this little interaction. Okay, so the big plastic covered one was £1.08, and I bought 3 pieces of the ones that are a bit more stealth, and that was £4.40. So not a lot, a couple of pounds each really. If you've ever played with these, let us know in the comments. And actually, if you've ever seen a make of the ones that listen for other crickets and join in when they hear the crickets going, if anyone can find that on the internet, please link it to me, because I've never been able to find that. It's something that I saw on TV years and years ago, but I still think it to be a cool thing to do. So I do all manner of things on this channel. Do some electronics, I build stuff, I make some PCBs, I do some resin projects as well, and anything that takes my fancy at the time really, that I'm interested in. And most of the stuff is fueled by Chinese marketplaces, but you never know, I might do a more local one in a few videos time. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Bye. Oh yeah, just perfect. Yeah, so this is the Men in Black Noisy Cricket. I got it off Thingiverse, but can I get to it? Alright, yeah, so Canadian Bacon, he did that, but if this is the same model, that's pretty cool. Look at that. So I printed it in 2-colour. Don't normally do 2-colour really, even though my printer will do that, but I feel it wastes filaments. But this only had a little bit of the black filament on the top, so that's a filament tower. But you see, most of that is done without any black on it, just a little bit of black there. So actually I'm going to bend this off this way. I tried to print one of these on my resin printer when I first got it. Adam Savage did one, but his was almost a prop replica quality, and he painted it with this chrome paint, which I can't do. But yeah, just for the sake of this video, I wanted 2 types of noisy crickets, so I've printed this. I think I might have to put some green LEDs in the middle of it to make it look nice, but apparently it will just fit together perfectly. Yeah, so for the sake of this video, this noisy cricket was perfect.